Welcome back to another episode. This is Layla, and today we are discussing about pretty, kind, and smart women. So if you are one, you are automatically part of the elite of society. So the equivalent of a pretty, kind, and smart woman is a man with wealth. So men that are wealthy have to operate the same way as women that are pretty, kind, and smart. And what these two have in common is that they both don't have real friends. So automatically, when you are part of the elite of society, whether you were born into it or whether you like it or not, you automatically are seen as a threat. So when you enter a room as a woman, if you're pretty and you're also kind and smart, people will put you on a scale of 1 to 10. So they're going to judge you, right? And they're going to say, and that's, by the way, a process that's subconscious. They're going to judge you and say, okay, so that person is like a 10 out of 10. Like, she's absolutely gorgeous. And these people are going to assume that you're doing the same to them. And they're going to think that you are looking at them and you're thinking in your mind, oh, that person is like a 3 out of 10. So they will feel attacked, even though you just freaking entered the room and said hi and you smiled. Especially if you're someone who's pretty, kind, and smart, you probably have integrity and you probably, want people to be equal and you want people to collaborate. Like, you just have this like kindness in you. But unfortunately, when you have all these attributes, like I said, people see you as a threat. So what they're going to do is they're going to attack you. So this is probably something you've noticed if you have all these qualities, that regardless of where you go, you get attacked. The only time you don't get attacked is when you're dealing with a wealthy man who understands your reality. Therefore, you guys are allies. And it's a really sad reality when you think about it, because when you have all these qualities, you cannot share any dreams that you have, especially when you're building them. Maybe when they're permanent, you can share them, but you're always going to have jealous people. You're always going to have fake friends. So friends that are trying to steal your husband, steal your money, steal your connections. So you basically don't have real friends. You can have superficial friends where you go to an event but you have to be mindful to keep the conversation very light. If you start sharing any struggles, insecurities, goals, anything that's more personal, this information will be used against you at the worst possible time. And it's the same thing for wealthy men. Wealthy men don't have real friends. The men that you see around them are usually jealous, or they feel that they're in competition with them. Therefore, if they share anything, especially if they have a hot wife on top of that, like, that's it. They're done. You're done. So they constantly have to watch their back. They usually get scammed or stealed from their friends will literally steal from them. So they cannot trust anybody. And that's just the sad reality of the society that we live in. But as long as you're being mindful of that, especially as a woman, if you read the book, The 48 Laws of Power, I also have an episode where I go through all the laws. But you can also ask ChatGPT to give you all the laws, the 48 laws, and The Art of Seduction. Wow, can't speak. So these two books are really going to help you manage your power and understand how to move and how to talk. And of course, I would recommend to spend most of your time in solitude, because at least you're not going to be always, mindful about what you're talking about, what you're speaking. Like, you're just, when you're in nature, you're going to be able to just be yourself, and maybe some people here and there, but just in general, I would just wouldn't trust anybody. I've heard enough story in my life where I've seen literally women try to steal women's husband, especially if it's like the duo of like a wealthy man and a hot wife. Like, forget about it. Like, if you're the hot wife, you do not have friends. Like, your friends are literally trying to get with your husband behind your back. And if you have a husband that's a little bit narcissistic or ego driven, he's gonna love the attention. He's gonna love that your friends are trying to sleep with him. You might even hook up with a few of them. Like, you cannot trust anybody. And it's sad. It really is. And I know some women are like, no, but that's not how I see life. And, I'm sure there's like good people out there. Like, yeah, you are the good people out there. So focus on your relationship with you, with self-love, and focus on fulfilling your own emotional needs. So then the relationships that you have with other people are not based on that. They're not like super personal. People are not going to be able to hurt you anymore. You're not going to be attacked anymore if you move in a certain way, if you move in silence, if you keep emotions to yourself. Yeah. So if you're pretty, kind, and smart, you are part of the elite. Congratulations. It comes with a price. And you have to make sure that you are in environments where you are valued, because there are a lot of environments, especially upscale locations, where art is valued. And women are connected with the planet Venus, which is the planet of art and wealth and love and relationships. So if, as a woman, you want to be valued as art, you have to put yourself in an environment where art is valued. All right? If you have any questions or you want me to explore more this topic or some specific things, just let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode.